What's up, y'all? It is Greatness here again, and I'm back with another episode on how I was clinically diagnosed by some cult and coven members and people who may need to see a psychiatrist and need medication themselves. So, on today's episode, what I'm gonna start with is interesting. Yes. So first, I want to show y'all. This is my logo for my organization, Operation Takedown. Yes, that's me. Remember his name. That's my brother. Yes, Boozer B. Dot. Yes. He was killed by the NYPD. They shot my baby 19 times. That happened December 5th, 2024. And no, I'm not saying this has been an easy journey to get through, because it hasn't. Like, it has been hard. I'm not going to sit there and act like it wasn't. But what made it even harder is the fact that I had to go through this alone. As a matter of fact, let me stop saying I had to go through this alone, because I had God with me every step of the way. I just didn't have external forces that I felt that maybe I should have had, because at the end of the day, that's what it was at the end of the day. So I'm not going to say I was alone, because I was heavily protected and covered. But yeah, it was hard, and this is going to help me with my journey. So with that being said, today's topic of discussion, because as you can see, I made it into a deck. I'm an artist. I create. That's what I do. Or whatever. So people like to consider me as being crazy or weird, or try to defamate my character because they can't control me. That's how real it is. 144. That's how real it is. I'm God's child. Ain't no controlling me. Not these people that think they gonna control me. Anyway, and I have a mind of my own, and I choose to exercise that. So when stuff don't sit right with me, or it's not working well with my energy, or you're not sitting well with me or working well with my energy, then I don't give a fuck. Something ain't right. At the end of the day, it don't matter how much I may try to sugarcoat it, dumb it down. At the end of the day, if it ain't right, it ain't motherfucking right. That's just point blank period. So today's topic of discussion is going to be this right here. And if you can't see it too clear on the card, because you know this is like a kind of blurry a little bit. Oh no, let me stop playing. We showed up closer to y'all, and as y'all can see, yeah. So that's like a sign or a symbol of something that's tied to like the Freemasons and stuff like that. Yes, I have family in that. Apparently, I have to have something. This is my shit at the end of the day. I don't have to go deep or try to, like, assert my power and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, my main goal right now is healing and becoming one with God. For me to become a better woman, like my goal was always to be like a Proverbs 31 woman or whatever. Like, this universe kind of make it hard, because it's like you change your life around and people keep trying to poke a bear, not even knowing. You don't know what the fuck you poking. Leave me alone before I fuck you up really, really bad. And it's not going to be a healthy situation for neither one of us at the end of the day. But yeah, so back to that picture that I just showed y'all. I'm going to reference it to something else. Where's it at? Where's this beautiful, amazing picture? right here. So now, this is something right here. Yeah. That these bitches literally next door with they dark devil worshiping ass did at the end of the day. And this came about after I did like a mini video on December 5th about it being the 1 year anniversary of the cops killing my brother or whatever, and how it been hard. Like, it has been hard. It's only February 20th, and December 5th was just what? Just about 2 months away. 2 months ago. It's still hard. And I posted this picture that one of the youth drew for me when I was in school, because I work as a paraprofessional. So, I go into schools, I work with special need kids sometimes, I work with behavioral kids sometimes. Sometimes I'm just in the classroom just to oversee it as a whole. Now, however, that's not a problem, but let's not forget, I did just say I am healing. So, at the same time, I'm going to be patient with myself, because I have to be patient with myself, because dealing with other people's children, you have to be mindful of certain things. So when it gets like a little too much for me, I'm gonna take a step back, and I don't really care how nobody feel about it, because me being a person that's actually living through this, I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I'm not tolerating. And I know parts of me that can get extremely elevated that y'all don't know about. I know it's a part of me that get angry really, really quick that you don't know about. So, I tend to stay away from certain things. And it's interesting because I just went through a situation. Now, wait, before I get into that situation, I had like an opportunity to be like bus para, where I'm the transportation para, where I'm go pick them up from home and I ride the bus with them to school or whatever. And it's like in that position, you help out during the school, like it's like you are fill-in until it's time for you to get that student to take him home. Like basically your main priority is the safety of that student. Okay, so I'm a bus para or whatever. However, they gave me a student which I feel like should have had a full-time para with training, like somebody that can go speak to somebody if they need therapy or something like that. Like me, somebody who's grieving, and I don't have half the benefits that full-time paras have. No, I shouldn't be working with certain children every day. And I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about it, because no, you're not gonna put that responsibility on me either. Okay, so this particular day, I had this kid, and it's like, no, I'm not getting back. Let me go back to this day that I'm looking for me to even see, let y'all know I peeped the whole setup, everything. So now, that school reached out to me, January, around the 16th. Actually, it was a few days before the 16th, because they reached out to me like a few times, but I think it was like the second or third time I wound up responding. And then they was like, oh, well, it was a little mishap and confusion going on. That was the first time right there, like, all right, no, I don't even want it. But then I wound up like sending them an email like, oh, well, I understand that I was offered this position, but it's so like okay at the end of the day. So then After we get confirmed that, I am gonna be the bus power for the school or whatever, that was that Saturday. So that was like the 17th, January 17th. That was that Saturday. So then here we go, the 18th. Now, this is when I knew where they thought that they had me fucked up. They was gonna have me stuck. They had a plan all together to try to get me up out of here. When this happened, so they put this gate with the stick in the hallway, and it was there, as you can see, for a while. As y'all can see, it was there for move, bitch. As you can see, it was there for a while. So that was like they symbol or sign of, oh yeah, bitch, we got you right where we want you. You stuck now. Okay, cool. Not a problem. At least that's what we think, right? Cool. So now that Monday, it was no school. So now I start the Tuesday. I go Wednesday to Thursday as a regular sub para because the bus para didn't kick in yet. So now we get to the Friday, my official first day as bus para. So now, I got my little start my job as officially a bus para. I go pick up the kid. Like, it was amazing on the bus. It wasn't no problem or whatever. Like, we get to the school this day. Now, however, this kid that they gave me was different. Biting everybody, like, and I mean to the point where they have hematomas, bruises, and stuff on them. Just so happened this day, now don't get it twisted. He have hit me before. He have scratched me, kicked me. I can't say he spit on me before that day. That day is like, because these kids, I'm not saying they don't have a problem, but they know what's going on, and they constantly hear the adults saying like, oh well, his mother just said you got to be stern with him. His mother just said you got to be stern with him. At the end of the day, I don't care what his mother say, because do y'all know what me being stern look like? Do y'all know what that may trigger in my mind being stern to this kid? Like, no, y'all not gonna sit there and tell me I have to be more stern, because what does that look like? Me sitting down restraining the kid? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not coming here to do that, and I don't feel comfortable with the Tiger War. At the end of the day, first of all, I'm a sub or whatever. Y'all need full-time people for stuff like that at the end of the day. So that happened. No, it didn't happen. This boy kicked me. It was like everything happened at one time. He yanked my hair, because I like box braids. So I have my box braids. He yanked my hair, pulled it, swung on me, and spit at me at the same time. When I say I had this crazy flash, like I see myself like literally choking that kid and just pouncing on him, I said, nah, I can't do this or whatever. So, we wound up leaving or whatever. It was a good day. So now I dropped the kid off. I'm telling the kid mother, like, he was good on the bus or whatever. Like, he was a little hyper when it was time to go, but once I gave him like his apple slices and then his Chips Ahoy cookies, he was cool for the ride home or whatever. So I'm letting her know, like, yeah, I understand, I'm learning, yes son or whatever. Like, I'm not saying everything is gonna happen overnight. Like, I'm just gonna learn him and just in one encounter. No, it's not gonna happen. But I am letting you know that I am taking heed, and like, I am paying attention to your son, and I am doing my best. I want you to know that. I'm not saying that I'm somebody you can trust fully, because we can never trust nobody fully, but I am somebody who's gonna do my all to make sure your kid is good while they in my possession at the end of the day. So before I left, she winds up telling me, oh, they operate like a secret society. When she said that, I said, oh, So mind you, I was already feeling ways about these people. I was already heeding the signs. I was already like, like questioning myself, like I ain't confront, is this somewhere I wanna be? Because it's giving society all the way and I don't really wanna deal with it. Because at the end of the day, like everything about them just gave this whack ass bitch next door energy. You feel me? And one thing about this trash ass bitch, this is why they're gonna go down, and this is why they're gonna be caught because this bitch can't leave well enough alone. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not sitting here saying nobody is not gifted or they don't have gifts or anything, but bitch, you're not the end all be all. Stop sitting up there thinking that you the only one with a gift or you just that bitch. Because at the end of the day, I can sit here and call out everything your whack ass did. Like for instance, I no, there's something different. I'm gonna get to that too. So now the lady tells me that they part of a secret society or whatever. So now I'm on my way home. I'm like, yo, these people got me fucked up. And I ain't staying with them. So we gonna have to figure this out. So now this is Friday. I sent an email on Friday saying, and I was willing to compromise. Like, I don't mind being a bus para, but as far as working with the kid that y'all think I'm gonna allow to be abusing me and spitting on me and stuff like that every day, no, that's not gonna happen. One, because I have to protect my peace of mind. I have to protect myself. If I'm not on 100, it's impossible for me to show up for these kids and be anything. So I really don't care at the end of the day. And yeah. So sends the email, they don't respond. Saturday come, they don't respond. See, now when the Saturday came and they didn't respond, that's when I knew these bitches was being funny because just last Saturday you had no problem responding, and Saturday, no, I'm not gonna say the Saturday before that, but you do have the capability to respond on a Saturday, bitch, if that's what you want to do, because you responded and clarified on a Friday that I had that position after y'all orchestrated y'all plan to think y'all was gonna take me out or whatever, bitch. Right. So now the Monday come. Just so happened this Monday it was remote learning because I don't know if y'all remember, but we just had the big snowstorm a few weeks ago out here in New York City or whatever. So that Monday, I'm not going to say school was suspended, but it was remote learning and substitutes like me, work was suspended, so I didn't have to go to work. Now, however, y'all sent out them emails or whatever about how substitutes didn't have to go to work, whatever, but bitch, you didn't respond to my email after I said I wasn't comfortable with a situation, and if we couldn't come to an agreement, then this wasn't for me. You don't respond. The Monday, you don't respond. So now, at this point, I'm picking another assignment. Why? Because I'm a sub. I'm picking another assignment. See, the problem is, bitch, you don't want to respect me. So now I don't give a fuck about you, who you are, or none of that. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Because now, bitch, you're fucking with my peace of mind. At the end of the day, so now I pick somewhere else. Now, when I picked another school, this Chelsea shit, MSPS 33 Chelsea shit in the city or whatever. Now, as soon as I walk in this school, the energy don't lie. This principal, whatever, I don't know who this lady was. She looked at me. She walked off, and when she walked off, you could tell the energy was different. Like she had an attitude, like, nah, this bitch really came here. Yes, I really did come here. Like I'm confused on who y'all think y'all playing with. Yes, I did. Okay, so get there. I worked that day, but I wound up getting sick. As you can see, I'm still a little congested. All from back then at the end of the day. So now it's like, I did have intentions on going back there. But when I woke up the next morning, I was way sicker than I was in and I went to sleep or whatever. So now I got an attitude because throughout the whole day when I was in that school, I'm already getting slight attitudes. Why? Because one, grown ups know they sick. Parents, y'all know y'all kids are sick. I don't fucking want to come to these schools and get sick. You want to know why? Because when I get sick, I don't have nobody to take care of me. If it really get real and I'm really to the point where, like, I'm gonna need some type of assistance, I don't have that. So I try to take care of myself as best as I can. At the end of the day, I don't want to get sick, and that's just that. I winds up getting sick, so I go to the doctor the next day or whatever. The doctor like, oh, that's normal. This, that, and third, bitch. Don't tell me what's normal because this don't feel normal or whatever. And I'm telling her like a symptom that I was experiencing. The bitch gonna talk about some. Oh, did anybody see? Bitch, so you trying to? So now you trying to play with me or whatever. So then I tells her like, oh well, I remember the last time I came here. I tell you that I wanna go see like in therapy, talk to somebody about grief or whatever. Like, no, I'm open now to going to speak to like a grief counselor or somebody about what happened to my brother. It's not getting no easier. This shit is getting harder. But I feel like I done all the work on my own that I should have done, and now I'm able to go get assistance with certain things that I need or whatever. Now, mind you, this bitch gonna talk about some. No, I tells her that the place that she referred me to didn't accept my insurance or whatever. I need somewhere else. Oh, I'm gonna give you another referral. Now, mind you, this bitch won't give me no referral to go see a grief counselor, but yet, bitch, you trying to send me for all type of drug tests and everything, bitch. Who the fuck you think you is? Like, y'all, I don't know why y'all people think that I don't see what's going on or whatever, but y'all really fucking stupid. This is how I know y'all stupid, because y'all sitting up there talking about I'm crazy and I need medication and everything is insane. But mind you, that was one of the notes that this but first of all, this bitch ain't even a real doctor. She was a nurse practitioner that I went to see because my primary care provider is backed up until March or whatever. So then now I'm looking at the clinical notes or whatever, and the clinical notes is talk about seeing a psychiatrist. Bitch, don't sit up there and talk about no psychiatrist, because this would have never came about until I told you I was ready to go speak to somebody. So where did psychiatrist come from? Okay, cool. So now all of a sudden, now everybody trying to push the, oh, she crazy, she need medication. The funny thing about it is because one, I knew that was gonna happen, but two, I don't think y'all realizing that y'all openly displaying that one, y'all target me. Two, y'all cyberbully me. Three, y'all violating my privacy, HIPAA laws, everything. See, this is why I'm happy this is happening, because now people can sit there and try to act blind all they want, but for people to say certain things about me that you don't know, apparently you have connections that you shouldn't have, like I said, and 9 out of 10 times that's part of what being a Mason is. It ain't like, you get all these accolades and stuff like that. Part of it is people showing up for you when you really need. At the end of the day, they ride for one, all for one for all type of shit. That's like they motto or whatever. That's why people began blackballed and stuff like that, calling in favors or whatever, and partner up with people and getting people to go against you and stuff like that, because they tell lies. They have access to getting people information and stuff like that. That's what they do. Like these bitches next door. That's what they do. This is why we're gonna have a problem. And the crazy thing about it is because they be thinking. Now I told them the other day on their ring camera that I'm coming for them. Now I don't know if they think I'm joking or whatever, or like yeah. Don't think that I'm joking. And it don't gotta be violence. Because I told people a very long time ago that if violence is the only way you can be somebody, you already lost. Bitch, it can just be truth. Me speaking my truth like this. So now, granted, after I go to the doctor or whatever, this fucking bitch requesting all of these um medical tests, blood tests, and everything. Still never gives a referral for the therapy. But I bet that bitch put some shit about some psychiatry or whatever. Okay, anyway, stay home for a few days because a bitch don't feel well, and I don't give a fuck what this bitch talking about. I don't feel well. Can't nobody tell me I don't know my body. At the end of the day, I don't feel well. So now I start feeling somewhat better. I get an email from the payroll secretary at a previous school that I was at before I even went to this school. But these bitches that they partner up with to come up with their little fake ass plan to try to get me out of here. Now this bitch talk about oh, you have to call HR because I'm unable to put your time in. Put my time in. First of all, I worked with y'all like 2 weeks ago. Why you just now talk about put time in? I ain't even say anything. Now it was a Friday. I waited to the Monday. So now the Monday, I call these people. So now it's like we don't really know what do you talk about. Like I don't know. But then now they talk about oh well, in order for that to happen, you have to fill out resignation and final termination pay or something like that. I said, am I terminated? He said, no. I said, then who told you I was resigning? Because I never said anything about resigning because I'm not resigning. So what's going on? Am I terminated? He was like, oh, no, don't I know or whatever. But then they gives me the number to the payroll department. I call the payroll department, tell them what's going on. They like, all right, can you call the school with us on the phone because we don't know what's going on. It's great. Call the school or whatever. She like, nah, I can't. For some reason, I couldn't put the payroll department on three-way or whatever. So then this lady on the phone like, oh, I can send you this screenshot or whatever. I'm like, yeah, send it to me. You think she'll send it to me? No. Or whatever. So the payroll department wound up calling on the other line because I couldn't connect them. So now they like, listen, give us the number we calling. Who was you talking to? So now I let them know. They call me back like, Miss Greatness, you don't have nothing to worry about. We don't know what they was talking about. Whatever the problem was is gone, is fixed now. Okay, after she said that, I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of Manhattan. I don't even want to work in Manhattan. I picked assignment in Brooklyn for 2 days. So now, after I picked the assignment in Brooklyn, now like 4 or 5 hours later, I get an email from the discipline unit talking about a complaint was filed against me. Now, I already knew it was them people at that school because at the end of the day, it's some control thing. Y'all bitches is mad that y'all set that plan up trying to get me out of here thinking y'all was going to get me stuck somewhere. No, I don't want nothing to do with y'all bitches, y'all energy, anything. Anything that y'all have anything to do with, I don't want nothing to do with. And if I find out that y'all bitches is tied to anything, yeah, I'm out of there. And I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about it. Like at the end of the day, y'all bitches is weird. They like first of all, a few months ago, I goes out in my hallway. It's a can with all type of burnt shit, sage, and all type of burnt shit in front of the hallway. I wrote on my door, no black magic formed against me shall prosper. These fucking bitches gonna go outside, start trying to tell everybody, oh, I'm crazy. Because I wrote that on my door. No, bitch, you're crazy because why the fuck would you put that in front of somebody's door? I've been living in the projects for a while and I never experienced anything like that. So for y'all fucking weird ass, and not all Spanish bitches is like that. But first of all, not all Spanish women is bitches. Just these bitches and then just these Spanish bitches is like that at the end of the day. So for y'all to be sitting up here doing the craziest stuff, trying to target, come up with all type of evil plans to go against me, is crazy. So I don't know what happened after that. I get suspended from the system or whatever. Because basically that's what happened. Because then after I picked the work in Brooklyn, now I'm out of the system altogether. Them bitches was mad thinking they was gonna keep me so they could have some control and some type of stalk my life some type of way, bitch. It ain't happening. So now a few days go by, my son, no, actually, I go food shopping one day, get me some stuff for my house because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be working for a while now. I'm home right now, at least until this investigation that they think I don't know I'm under. No, this illegal investigation that they don't think I know I'm under is finished. Gonna be home. Okay, cool. So now I'm getting me little stuff for the house or whatever. So I had to go out like 2, 3 different times. But one of the times I went out, I see this old bitch next door. She's leaving out with a loaf of bread. So then when we get downstairs, I notice she goes in the center, that's they Mason house where they meet up and have they Saturday meetings and shit or whatever. She's going through the back. Now I ain't never seen this bitch go in that center since the time I've been living here. I always see her walk through the front. Now all of a sudden this bitch is walking through the back and she had a loaf of bread, bitch. It seems like there's trouble in paradise, and it seems like you're trying to offer a new fucking sacrifice. Okay, cool. So now, let's see how this goes. Because now I know something is about to happen. Because first of all, I've been noticing these past few days your ass haven't been going down there anyway. But okay, cool. So now, the next day, I get a call from my son. Just so happened, this is my baby son. I haven't seen my baby in a while. First of all, his father, mind you, this motherfucker's in jail for possession, trying to sell a firearm, hurt people, everything. He's in jail, but gonna give strict orders for my kid not to see me. Bitch, you're in jail. As a matter of fact, for the majority of the time he been with your ass been in and out of jail. You've been trying to destroy my life for all these years, bitch, and you never even really had the kid. It's completely insane to me, but what the fuck ever. So, son calls me and he like, oh, mom, the teacher took my iPad and she telling me that I can't get it back until you come up here. So, first of all, this is how I know these bitches are stupid. Y'all don't think. That was already a flag for me because guess what? His teachers never request for me to come anywhere. You want to know why? His teachers don't even know about me, bitch. They think everything is like his grandmother and his grandfather. See, the problem is, I've been under attack from these people for a very long time. So when you got these new bitches just getting on board, thinking like, oh well, if y'all been doing it to her for all of this time and getting away with it, we're gonna get on board and we're gonna try to traumatize her and we're gonna get away with it too. See, the problem is that was never the case. See, the problem why your ass ain't getting away with it, bitch, because I've been sitting back for a very long time, peeping shit, calculating shit, observing shit, watching how people move. This is why I'm able to call shit, and when your whack ass do shit, I know, I see you before you do it. At the end of the day, like everything that y'all try to be, I already am. This is my shit. Like, I don't know why I have to keep... It's insane. At the end of the day, bitch, the throne is motherfucking mine. I don't give a fuck who try to be what, who was what before, whatever. Like, at the end of the day, all kings or queens die, bitch, and somebody's next to be. Sit the fuck down. So now, that was already a red flag. My son telling me that, I gotta come up there or whatever. So now I'm thinking it's joking, but I'm on the phone with him and I'm hearing a teacher telling him like, oh well, your mom gotta come get her. And I'm sitting there like, y'all know who the fuck y'all think y'all playing with? See, because at the end of the day, me working for y'all and then me being a mom is two different completely fucking things. Because at the end of the day, me working for y'all, okay, y'all control my dollar for the time that I'm here. But y'all playing with my fucking kid is off bets, bitch. What do you think? Because I wasn't there, that means something? No. Leave people kids alone. And that's why these bitches next door, they're gonna have a problem. Because it's one thing when y'all fuck with me, but when y'all bitches came for my son, it's different. So it's like, even though I don't wanna go there or take it anywhere, bitch, y'all came for my son. So as a mother, it has to go wherever the fuck it's gonna go. I don't really care about the job, none of that, bitch, but behind my kid is going wherever the fuck is going. And I don't give a fuck who feel away, because I don't. And don't think because I'm alone and I don't have nobody, bitch, that means absolutely nothing. Because had y'all did y'all research on me, y'all would know. Y'all would have found out. Oh, that bitch is retarded. Once she get on that timing, she's on that timing. Yes. It ain't no stopping. So these weird ass, so, okay, anyway. So now, I'm hearing them tell my son and stuff, so now I'm like, nah, this is crazy. But the part that really got me tight is because fuck the fact that I'm his mother or whatever. This nigga winds up calling me. No, he winds up asking me for a family member that, I told him is related. I don't really know the person, but we're related, and they're part of an organization that do like activism and advocacy and stuff like that. So now, y'all got my kid feeling like his mother can't protect him. Oh, okay. It was already up since then, but what really made it go up, like I said, these bitches next door is always being weird, and they always trying to rub something in somebody's face. These bitches just can't leave well enough alone. So now, a few days ago, before that even happened with my son, before this bitch even offered the bread or whatever, I signed up to work in a different borough. Guess what the borough was? Queens. Like I told you, these bitches be using resources and stuff in people business or whatever. So when that bitch gave that loaf of bread, I already knew what she was. I didn't know exactly what she was trying to do, but I knew that bitch was up to something. And then when y'all try to target that son that's in Queens, I already know. And then talk about some, tell your mother she gotta come up to the school. I already know what y'all trying to do, bitch. So now y'all trying to provoke me so I can wild out. So now I can't work in Queens either. Okay, bitch, I am gonna get provoked, and I am liable to wild out, but it won't be in the way that y'all bitches think that I'm gonna do it. So now, to put the icing on the motherfucking cake, the other day I'm going to the store or whatever. Now these whack ass bitches is going in the house. They had some other bitch with them. This bitch just said something. I don't know what this bitch was talking about, but she said something about her being from Queens, and that solidified everything. That's when I knew that these bitches was, it was, everything was gonna lead back to them. And that's when I knew that it's up for these bitches. That's when I solidified and made my mind up right then and there as I was walking to that store that yes, it's gonna be up for these bitches. Because for y'all to play with somebody kid is insane. And for y'all to think that y'all gonna get away with playing with somebody kid is even more insane. At the end of the day, y'all bitches is that jealous that y'all gotta try to target somebody kid. Like, y'all bitches don't have no real life, no real morals, nothing. Like, at the end of the day, all y'all sit down and do is try to target. I don't give a fuck what y'all do with nobody else, but the way they try to target me, try to surveillance me and everything, no, they don't try. They do on that Ring camera watch everything I do, report back to the Coven and everything. But that's why I made it clear on that Ring camera the other day too, bitch. And I showed that picture that they drew with me and my brother, yeah. Y'all think this shit is funny or whatever, and y'all bitches want to be so motherfucking, accepted that bad, yeah, show this shit to the Coven. Let them fucking know that it's gonna be up, bitch. Because at the end of the day, it's all fun and games until y'all gotta live the way other people was living. Because guess what? Everybody is not gonna be with you trying to attack somebody, child. Now, it's one thing you trying to attack me. That's one thing. But for y'all trying to attack somebody kid, that's completely different. And the crazy part about it is because one thing about that kid got a whole group of people that I used to beef with back in the day. We used to beef so hard to one of the reasons we stopped beefing is because me and his father had a fucking baby. Bitch. And they are like a tight knit unity. So first of all, yes, you gotta worry about me. I'm the mother, but that's a whole different type of other situation that I don't even get involved with because guess what? This is so different to even when it come to me and my kid, like yeah, it'll be a problem. Now they know I don't give a fuck, and it'll just have to go up. But I'm telling you, this is what it is. So for y'all to be playing with people, kids, is completely insane. At the end of the day, and then to put the icing on the cake, these bitches are so weird. They sit down and they try to study and pay attention to everybody that comes to my house. Now, mind you, I don't really have company like that, especially not here because I already know the time and these whack ass bitches be on. It ain't even just these whack ass bitches. It's them whack ass Eastern Stars and fake ass Mason bitches and wannabe bitches that's never gonna be down with the club altogether. Dumb bitches altogether. Yeah. These women is weird. So now, yeah. I'm crazy and I need motherfucking men. Oh yeah, so them bitches is always doing the same thing. So now we had this person that I was talking to, and what they don't even know, I knew this motherfucker was an op from the very beginning. When he first came in, 3.5, 4 years ago. Now, mind you, this is somebody that I grew up with and went to school together. Now, you know how they say it's better with the devil that you know than the devil that you don't. At the end of the day, I been knew this motherfucker was one of them. I done told him plenty of times he was one of them. I done told him he's a op, the way he move. I done told him plenty of times, thank you for showing me how y'all niggas move, giving me the blueprint. If you know, you know. Now they want to think I'm so crazy and push this narrative that I'm sitting here telling y'all motherfuckers I know, and they she crazy, she crazy, crazy. Yeah, okay, she crazy. So mind you, just the other day, a few days ago, now mind you, this is somebody that was. I'm not gonna say he helped these bitches, but he know what the fuck was going on. Because for him to try to talk down on me like, oh this and oh that and oh this. Oh yeah, a lot of shit you saying is with these, it sound like these whack ass bitches got into your head or whatever. So now I automatically know you one of them. So now that I know you one of them niggas, up for you too. The fuck you think it is? Nigga, I ain't never really gave a fuck or trusted you in the first place. Like, are you, like, come on, seriously? Come on, and you was mad because you was talking wild crazy. I just went and was spent the night with a whole dude, and you know. That's why you mad, talk about some, oh, you're gonna have to bow down. I'm not gonna have to do anything. I don't bow down to nothing and nobody. I'm confused on what the fuck y'all bitches think is going on. And when I say I mean these niggas too. Because y'all sit down and y'all bow down to people and y'all do shit to be accepted. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. I tell people all the time, I will walk this world a fucking alone. Before I sit down and be a part of something or be around anybody or anything that's not of me or what the fuck that is not on my timing. At the end of the day, no. Yeah. Well, that's enough for this episode of I'm motherfucking crazy and I need motherfucking medicine because I'm not motherfucking stupid. Yeah, okay. Y'all bitches is weird. Fuck out of here. Yeah. But that's enough for today. I'll be back a little later because, you know what? I got some shit to get off my motherfucking chest. I got some shit to motherfucking say. People been defamating my character and telling my story and trying to promote my narrative and talk about me for all these years. Now it's time for me to start talking for my motherfucking self. Yeah. Until next time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, baby, yeah.